India's global voice, the channel that brings you the biggest stories from across the world through India's lens. Now available in more than 190 countries worldwide. Because we believe that the world is one. Watch us in Africa, Europe, USA and Canada, South America, Asia Pacific, Middle East and North African regions. Also available on these digital platforms across the world. WION. World is one.
Hello, you're watching Race to Power. I'm Shreya Upadhyay. The mother of all battles has now concluded and all eyes are now on who wins the race to power. Tonight we decode for you the poll of polls. Well, the assembly elections for the 4 states and 1 union territory have now concluded, and now it's time for the exit polls. The numbers have come in. West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Assam, as well as Puducherry. The results of all of these assembly elections will be announced simultaneously on the 4th of May. Remember, this most high voltage political battle is taking place in West Bengal. In fact, the second phase concluded today, where the electorate has delivered a historic voter turnout in both the phases. Voting percentage in the second phase stands at 89.99% at 6 p.m. local time. That was the provisional timing that was given by the Election Commission. The Chief Minister, Mamata Banerjee, remember, is seeking a 4th term, while the Bharatiya Janata Party is seeking to dethrone her to form its first ever government in the state. Let's dive straight into what the exit polls are saying. Remember, we are getting you all of these numbers. The first one we're getting you is from the Xenia exit polls. Let's quickly take you through the numbers here, starting with West Bengal, the most crucial of all the battles, something that the entire country has been closely watching. The state of West Bengal, 294 assembly seats. And what is the Xenia exit poll saying? It's giving Trinamool Congress, the ruling government, 129 to 145. But here's the big catch. The BJP, which has gone all out this time around to make sure that it woos the voters of West Bengal, has been given 144 to 160 seats. Essentially, remember, in the 294 seats, that is 168 is the majority mark. And of course, we'll have to see whether this goes above or goes below this number. But this is what is the number that has been given by Xenia. Congress, of course, doesn't open its account at all in the state. The left 1 to 5 and others also 0. So this is an interesting battle. The numbers of Xenia putting BJP at 144 to 160. Whether or not that happens Remember, it's going to be extremely neck and neck as far as the BJP and TMC is concerned. This battle has been closely watched. But let's also quickly tell you, apart from Xenia, what are the other numbers that have come in today as far as the exit polls are concerned. We told you about Xenia. Let's quickly take a look at PMark. It's giving 150 to 175 to the BJP. So clearly, comfortably crossing the majority mark, at least as far as PMark is concerned. The Trinamool Congress at 118 to 138. The Congress 0, Left 0, others at 2 to 6. As far as JVC is concerned, another exit poll for West Bengal, 138 to 159 is what the Bharatiya Janata Party has been given. 131 to 152, again a neck and neck contest that JVC is putting in West Bengal. Congress at 0 to 1, Left at 2 is what they're saying. And lastly, Matriz is giving 146 to 161 to the Bharatiya Janata Party, while the Trinamool Congress has been given 125 to 140. Now remember, all of these are exit poll numbers. And interestingly, in 2021, when the state assembly elections had occurred, all of these numbers had gone wrong. So we'll have to wait and see whether these numbers hold true. But at the moment, these are the numbers that we have gotten for exit polls. Last time around, Trinamool Congress was not given a lead, but we all know they went on to form the government in the state of West Bengal. Let's quickly shift our focus to Tamil Nadu now, the southern state, a multipolar electoral contest that has pitted regional and national political parties against each other. Now, in the battle of alliances, new entrant TVK, that has been led by actor turned politician Vijay, has been trying to make inroads in the state assembly. The incumbent Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has been eyeing to script electoral history by etching his name among the rare politicians who have managed to retain power in Tamil Nadu. On the other hand, you've got AIA-DMK, which of course is in alliance with the BJP, that has suffered setbacks in the 2021 assembly polls as well as the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. The AIA-DMK is now eyeing an electoral comeback. Let's quickly tell you what the numbers are for the state of Tamil Nadu, another extremely crucial battle that has played out in southern states. We'll start with Xenia. Xenia is giving DMK and its alliance partners 140 to 162 in this poll. The AIA-DMK has been given 52 to 74. So clearly, Xenia exit poll giving DMK the numbers to retain power in the state. Whether or not M.K. Stalin is able to script that history, we'll have to wait and see. The TVK has been interestingly given 8 to 18, and this is a debutant party. So you have to remember that perhaps Vijay does know that it's not going to be such a strong start. Whether or not his stardom translates to votes, we'll have to wait and see. But this is the number that Xenia is putting, 8 to 18. On the other hand, you've got others, 2 to 6, that have been given. So the AIA-DMK is still lagging behind in numbers, along with, of course, the alliance with the BJP and other parties, the NDA. Let's also quickly look at the other poll numbers, the exit polls that have come in for the state of Tamil Nadu. We'll start with Axis My India. They've given DMK 125 to 145, while the AIA-DMK has been given 65 to 80. So once again, yet another exit poll giving DMK the lead here in the 234 assembly of Tamil Nadu. The TVK, interestingly, has been given 18 to 24. Extremely important and very interesting actually to see how Vijay's party will do this time around. A huge star who's entered the political fray, whether his stardom translates to this electoral victory, at least in terms of increasing his number of seats as opposed to what was expected, that we'll have to see. JVC gives 75 to 95 to DMK Alliance, while the AIA-DMK Alliance is leading. The NDA is leading in Tamil Nadu, at least in the JVC exit polls. 138 to 147 is what they have been given. TVK, once again, 8 to 15. And if you see for the TVK, even Matriz is given 10 to 12. So TVK has not been completely shunted out in any of the exit polls. And that's a decent start for a new party which has been led by Vijay. We'll have to, of course, wait and see whether these numbers for the DMK and the AIA-DMK hold true or not. Matrice gives 122 to 132, yes, to the DMK, while the AIA-DMK is giving 87 to 100. So another interesting battle that has panned out in Tamil Nadu. Of course, these numbers are only, going to be holding till the 4th of May, till actually the actual final results come out. But let's now move on to Assam. Another, battle that has seen Himanta Biswa Sarma, the chief minister, go all out. Of course, you've got Gaurav Gogoi, the young leader of the Congress party, also battling it out against the BJP and the Himanta Biswa Sarma. There were several controversies, but the state turned into a high-stakes battle between two national parties. As I said, the Congress party, which is looking to de-seat Himanta Biswa Sarma from the position of chief minister, while the Bharatiya Janata Party is hoping that it retains the position for a second time and Himanta Biswa Sarma actually becomes the chief minister once again. Now remember, Himanta Biswa Sarma is returning to power as per the Z News AI exit poll. Let's quickly put out those numbers as well. The BJP is expected to win 80 to 86 seats as per the Xenia poll that we have. This is a total of 126 seats where the Bharatiya Janata Party has been given a lead of 80 to 86. The Congress at 29 to 35 and others at 8 to 13. So the BJP holding on to the power as per the Xenia exit poll. Himanta Biswa Sarma looking for a second term as the chief minister. Whether or not the Mama magic will work in Assam, we will have to wait and see. But let's also quickly turn across to the poll of polls for the state of Assam. Axis My India is giving 88 to 100. So a comfortable victory for the Bharatiya Janata Party in Assam, as opposed to the Congress, 24 to 36. Once again, a lower number for the Congress party. Others have been given 0. JVC and PMark are giving 88 to 101 and 82 to 194 to the BJP. So most exit polls are giving BJP the lead in Assam, a comfortable victory, a comfortable majority for Himanta Biswa Sarma. The Congress, meanwhile, has been given 23 to 33, while PMark has been given 30 to 40. PMark is also giving others 1 to 5. So, of course, the other smaller parties have cut the vote bank, the vote of the Congress party. But this is as far as Assam is concerned. We will, of course, have to wait and see whether Himanta Biswa Sarma and his, battle, not just against the Congress party, but particularly Gaurav Gogoi and the kind of controversy that he had with Gaurav Gogoi and his wife will work. Let's also now shift our focus to the southern state of Kerala. Extremely important and crucial vote that this state has witnessed as well. Remember, this has been a three-cornered fight in the state of Kerala. The ruling Left Democratic Front, or the LDF, which is led by the Communist Party, while their main challenger, the United Democratic Front, or the UDF, which is led by the Congress. The BJP, where does it stand? The BJP-led NDA is looking to expand its footprint in the state. Since the past few years, BJP has been trying to make inroads in the southern states. It has tried so in Kerala. This time around, of course, it is trying to expand its footprint in Kerala. Let's quickly talk about the exit polls that are predicting a major turnaround in Kerala. And how is that? I'll start with Xenia. The LDF has been given 58 to 70 by Xenia, while UDF has been given 63 to 74 in the 140 assembly. UDF gaining here, which means that the LDF, led by Pinarayi Vijayan, of course, will be and could be in danger if this holds true, if this number holds true. The BJP has given 2 to 5 seats, while others have been given 1 to 4. So the BJP not really, looking at winning this election, but trying to make inroads, not winning a majority. And I think the BJP also knows that. But they're trying to expand their footprint here, not happening so much. Not so substantially, but for UDF, of course, it has been and could be a great achievement if they are able to end the reign of Pinarayi Vijayan on the 4th of May. The Congress-led UDF is projected to win 63 to 74 seats. That is where the Xenia poll stands as far as Kerala is concerned. Remember, it will be interesting to see who edges ahead. Quickly, let's also put across the poll of poll numbers for the state of Kerala. We've told you Xenia, Access My India is giving the UDF 78 to 90. JVC is given 72 to 84, while PMark is giving 71 to 79. So a clear majority that most exit polls are giving for UDF. As far as the LDF is concerned, you've got Access by India giving 49 to 52, JVC giving 52 to 61, while PMark is giving 60 to 69. So once again, most exit polls pointing to the fact that perhaps the rule of Pinari Vijayan, the long rule of Pinari Vijayan, could now be in danger. BJP, meanwhile, has been given 0 to 3, 3 to 7, and 1 to 4. As far as Kerala is concerned. So, we'll have to see whether these numbers hold or not. And I keep repeating that because these are just exit polls. They are temporary numbers. They can be unreliable as well. These are just, a sense of what might happen that we will be able to see on the 4th of May, that the final, this result comes on the 4th of May, whether these numbers hold true or not. With that, let's also shift our focus now to the Union Territory of Puducherry, where Chief Minister N. Rangaswamy is leading the alliance with the Bharatiya Janata Party. The opposition alliance is led by the Congress and the DMK, while the new entrant TVK of actor Vijay is contesting on 28 seats. So the TVK is contesting in Puducherry as well. In Puducherry, Rangaswamy is expected to return as the Chief Minister. Let's quickly put out those numbers and tell you why I'm saying that. Because Xenia says that BJP might have 14 to 18 seats. They're predicting that for the Chief Minister Rangaswamy as well as the party alliance, the NDA. Congress has been given 2 to 4 seats, which of course is a very small number. Even if you compare it to the DMK, which has been given 4 to 6 seats. The AIA DMK 0 to 1. The TVK, again, interestingly, has been given 2 to 4 seats. And why I keep saying TVK is, even these small numbers are a great start for them, because this is a new party, a very new party. And we are looking at somebody who's trying to make his foray into, into state politics, whether it's Puducherry, the Union Territory, or the state of Tamil Nadu. Let's quickly also turn our focus back to Tamil Nadu and get you what the poll of polls are saying for the state of Tamil Nadu. Extremely important. Here it is. Access My India is giving the DMK 92 to 110. This is a 234 assembly of Tamil Nadu, where DMK has again been given 92 to 100, JVC 75 to 95. This one, of course, is a much lower number than the other exit polls. Matriz has been given 122 to 132. The AIA DMK, on the other hand, has been given a much lower number by the Access My India exit poll, which is 22 to 32, but JVC and Matriz are giving 138 to 147 and 87 to 100 to the AIA DMK. Now, interestingly, look at this column, TVK, this is the interesting part, and this is perhaps most crucial as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, because this party is being seen as an essential vote cutter. Now, which vote will they cut, whether it's the DMK or the AIA DMK, that's the crucial part. But let's quickly also tell you how Access My India is giving quite a large number of seats to TVK, 98 to 120, and JVC is 8 to 15, while Matriz is 10 to 12. So, Access My India has given the highest number till now to TVK. Whether that happens or not, we'll wait and see. So that by far has been how the 4 states and 1 union territory have fared as far as the exit polls are concerned. Let me also quickly get in my guest. Mr. R.K. Upadhyay is joining us. He's a senior journalist. He's joining us from Bengaluru. Mr. Upadhyay, good evening. Good evening. Welcome to WION. How are you looking at the numbers? Let's quickly start with Tamil Nadu. It's interesting how the TVK has been given quite a fair share of number of seats for a new party. But I want to understand from you who you think the TVK will be cutting the votes for, the DMK or the AIA DMK?
It's a very interesting outcome from Tamil Nadu. Probably, I think Vijay has eaten more into AIDMK vote share than the DMK. I mean, people were confused whether he will be cutting into DMK votes or AIDMK votes, and what is the percentage of votes he might be getting. So he seems to have got substantially good number of votes. I mean, if he has got 15 to 20%, that's a fairly good number for a debutant. I mean, who's just entering the elections now, and probably he has spoiled the chances of AIDMK and BJP alliance, and help the DMK to come back to power. Of course, these are all very preliminary figures, and we need to wait till May 4th when the results come out. But I think the DMK has done well if they have retained power, because they were under tremendous pressure, considering that they were seen as anti-Hindu, anti-Hindutva, all those negative reactions to them, and also a lot of corruption cases against the ministers in MK Stalin's cabinet. And Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah did a lot of campaigning in Tamil Nadu, hoping to dislodge MK Stalin. This is also significant because DMK had never won a second term consecutively. This will be the
So
first
Mr.
time that
Upadhyay, help
they'll
me
be winning.
understand this then. What has worked? What has worked for Stalin? If these numbers hold true till the 4th of May, what has worked? Because, language politics, the Dravidian identity has been a central focus, specifically in Tamil Nadu.
Yes, those are the issues. I mean, those are issues which Stalin has brought to the public domain. But I think basically it's the third player. Whereas you see, in Tamil Nadu, it's always been DMK versus AIDMK. And I think Vijay has made an impact in terms of being an important player, a third player who has virtually helped one of the rivals in this contest. That could be the reason why DMK has been able to get a majority on its own if these figures hold.
Okay, let me also quickly shift our focus now to West Bengal, Mr. Upadhyay. Where do you see that headed? We've got some exit polls coming in. We've got some, holding themselves till tomorrow. But as far as your assessment is concerned, where do you see that headed?
Oh, this is the biggest headline of this exit
Yep.
poll. If Mamata Banerjee has lost power, and BJP has finally been able to unseat her, this will be the biggest story. I mean, we need to wait till May 4th when the counting happens. But across the board, except one or two, I think many of the exit polls have predicted that the BJP will get a clear majority on its own. Which is huge, because considering that they did not do well in the 2023 Lok Sabha elections. But, they had up and down results in West Bengal, taking on Mamata Banerjee, who's a feisty, fighter. She has been chief minister for 15 years, three consecutive terms. She took over from the left parties. Remember, the left parties ruled West Bengal for nearly 3 decades, and then it was Trinamool Congress, which has been in power for the last 15 years. And
Yeah.
she was hoping to, have a fourth term, but possibly that BJP has halted her march.
Before I wrap up, Mr. Upadhyay, quickly I want to understand Assam also. Assam, I think most exit polls have given out what was perhaps expected. Himanta Biswa Sarma leading most of the exit polls, the BJP retaining their power. But is that woman power that has worked for Himanta Biswa Sarma?
Women power, as well as I think the issues that Hemant Biswa Sarma has been able to project. The infiltration is a major issue in Assam, because it's close to the Bangladesh border, and there is a lot of anger against the infiltrators coming in, settling down, and changing the demographics in many of the districts of Assam, which Hemant Biswa Sarma has highlighted for a long time. And I think after the delimitation exercise was done in 2023, and some of the constituencies were changed, probably that also has helped the BJP to do remarkably well. And if he's winning for the third time, this will be a big boost for the BJP, because they came to power only in 2016, and since then, they have not allowed the Congress to make a comeback.
All right, I'll leave it there. As they said in Star Wars, Mr. Upadhyay, may the fourth be with you. Let's see who the fourth is with.
Yes.
Thanks very much for joining us and sharing your perspective.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, with that, let's shift our focus now. US President Donald Trump's popularity at home is now witnessing a steady decline. In the aftermath of America and Israel's war against Iran and talks that continue to hang by a thread, Donald Trump won the 2024 presidential elections with a landslide margin, which also put the Republican Party in a slim but critical majority in both congressional houses of the US. But ever since, the Americans' disapproval is increasing and approval ratings are now going down. According to the latest Reuters Ipsos poll, the approval rating has increased by 2% in just a matter of days. In fact, it has decreased from 36 to 34% now, which is the biggest reason of this overall disapproval and decline in popularity for Trump. It is the cost of living crisis that American voters are now dealing with. This has especially been triggered in the aftermath of the Iran war, which has led to the Strait of Hormuz being blocked. Now, with no clarity on movement through the passage even now. Trump fought his second presidential bid on two major promises: America first, economy, and no more wars. Voters are now seeing the president shift from both of his electoral promises barely over 1 year into his second presidency.
The United States and will, to the best of my...
All right, let me go across to my colleague Susan Tehrani. She's joining us live from New York. Susan, once again, you and I are talking about the disapproval ratings of Donald Trump. They are rising, even as, United States and the Trump administration refuse to back down from any of the reasons that perhaps are putting them down, whether it's the Iran war or the inflation which caused by it.
Right, exactly. President Trump and his administration largely ran not only on immigration, but really bringing down the cost of living and inflation, which was caused by the Biden administration. But we're seeing that that's not happening. Actually, cost of living is going much higher and people are concerned about inflation. The Iran war is not popular. We're seeing that its effects are bleeding into the cost of living. Gas prices are 40% higher nationwide than they were in February when Israel and the United States launched that operation against Iran, with the national average now being $4.18. So when it comes to those issues and then the cost of living, while President Trump's approval rating overall is around 36% or lower, the cost of living polls show that only about 22 to 21% of Americans approve of his handling of the economy and issues related to their pocketbooks. So a cause of concern definitely going into the midterm elections.
All right, Susan, thanks very much for joining us with the latest at the moment. All right, with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Race to Power. As always, we will keep getting you news and analysis from around the world. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Bye-bye.
In this rapidly changing world, is your health keeping pace? Best practices and breakthroughs busting the hype with real insights. The timeless power of yoga and ancient healing. Good food, good mood. Small steps, big impact. Your health matters. Only on WION World is One. Because nothing matters more.
The next few days are going to be intense.
भाई हमें अपना जाल बली खिलाओ.
A number of allegations and accusations being made by both parties.
हम लड़ेंगे, बांग्ला जीतेंगे.